The Cavaliers are off to an insane start to the 2024-2025 season as they defeat the 7-1 Golden State Warriors 136-117. 83-42 was the halftime score. We're going to jump into all that. What is going on with the Cavaliers? The historic start that they are having. Nobody else has had a start like this since the 2015-2016 Warriors as the Cavaliers moved to 10-0. The stats in this one are terrific. And I want to go back to something I said in our last video when we kind of broke down what was going wrong with the Cavs despite their winning. A quote I read about this Warriors game coming up, tried to get you hyped up for it. And it was hype, wasn't it? Unreal game by the Cavaliers. But before we begin, be sure to subscribe. Ton of content going out right now. A lot of people watched the last video. Excited to do that. Excited to talk Cavaliers basketball. We always love that. We appreciate everybody who tunes in. Almost to 1,000 subscribers. So I encourage you to subscribe. We're almost there. Would really keep the channel moving and going, and of course keep you informed with everything going on with the Cleveland Cavaliers as they are 10-0, as I said, to begin the season. So Cavaliers going at it with the Golden State Warriors, and like I said, a 41-point lead at halftime. It was 83-42 at halftime. The Cavaliers led the Golden State Warriors, and if you remember, I read a quote from a Bleacher Report update the other day that had the Warriors, they listed the Warriors as a scary team. The Warriors are scary so far. The way they beat the Celtics, the way they'd been playing, their core players mixing with their new players, the way they had shot the lights out and still played really, really tough defense. And I say, great, okay, they're scary, fine, that makes sense. But what happens when the Cavaliers beat them? What happens when the Cavaliers come out and win another game to start 10-0 and beat the Warriors? What are the Cavaliers at that point? What are the Cavaliers? If the Warriors were scary and we were just up 41 points at halftime, what does that make the Cavaliers? Insane, mind-blowing, whatever verbiage you want to use. The Cavaliers are playing electric basketball right now. They are very, very good. They are very, very well meshed. And again, that stat sticks out. They're 10-0. First team to do that since the Golden State Warriors. I mean, just really, really good stuff there. And this one, also impressive to see. The Cavs have scored at least 130 points for the fifth time in 10 games. That ties a record for most 130-point games for an entire season. They have 72 games left. They're going to break that easy. 130 points. And I said the minute they could get all four going, that it was going to get really, really crazy because, they said they were playing so well so far, and they would have guys who were having off nights and not their best games. And then they would have other guys who kind of picked up the slack. Now you had all four guys playing at a high level. Jarrett Allen tonight, 13 points, 12 rebounds. He was 5 of 7 from the field. Terrific. Darius Garland, the man of the night, 27 points and 6 assists. He was 6 of 11 from 3. Darius Garland was 6 of 11 from 3 tonight. That was really, really good. Isaac Okoro in the starting spot, 16 points, 4 assists, 6 of 10 shooting, 4 of 6 from 3. It's not even one of the core 4, and he had a great night. Mobley, 23 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 7 of 12. Still not hitting his threes, but he'll get there. And then Donovan Mitchell wasn't at his best tonight. Didn't matter. Cavaliers are good enough. It's going to pick up. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He also hit some shots that were just daggers early that made the Warriors feel bad. But another huge night for Ty Jerome off the bench. Ty Jerome is terrific off the bench for the Cavaliers right now. He's really, really good. We did a video not too long about him. You can go back and watch about his numbers and how he's played. 20 points tonight, 7 of 8 shooting, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc for Ty Jerome. Unbelievable. Your backup point guard is dosing teams right now. It is ridiculous what he is doing off the bench. The Cavs have craved this for years. Ricky Rubio had some really great moments. Don't know that he was consistent enough, and I don't know that he was a good enough scorer. And then Raul Neto never worked out. And the Cavs really never had a backup point guard. 136-117, the final there. What are the Cavaliers? Get in the comments for me real quick. What verbiage should we use? If the Warriors were scary and the Cavs just did that to them, 41-point lead at halftime, what does that make the Cavs? The boogeyman? The devil? I mean, what do you call them at this point? The continuity is working. The coaching is working. The superstars are working. Everything's clicking right now for them, and I have no problem that it's happening early. I understand it's a long season, but just the way I look at this team, I kind of see these guys and I think it is a long season, but you already have your first tests, and it's like, what if a guy gets hurt? What if somebody gets hurt? Well, Dean Wade's hurt, and look at Isaac Okoro tonight. Well, our depth could really get tested. Well, Jerome looks terrific. Well, the schedule gets really, really hard. Well, Lakers, Knicks, Bucks, Warriors. Bang, bang, down you go. I'm not sure what else people are going to look for to debunk the Cavaliers. Bill Simmons was talking about there's nothing that's told him the Cavs are up there with the Thunder and the Celtics. This is it. Tonight was it. Crackdown, beatdown. A lot of verbiage I could use. I'm going to keep it PG to describe what the Cavaliers did to the Warriors tonight. I don't know if a lot of people saw what happened tonight, a 41-point halftime lead, a dominant win at home. I don't know if people saw that coming, but they absolutely should have seen a huge win coming. The Cavaliers have played good enough to earn that respect. The Warriors were the fluke team going into this game. Okay, when you're leaning on a 31-year-old Buddy Hield for high scoring, you are the fluke team. The Cavaliers are not. When Darius Garland is having an all-time bounce-back season, which he may have heard me, may have seen the videos I made declaring he needed a big one. When Evan Mobley has become the distributor, rebounder, scorer we hoped he could be at a consistent level, we're the real deal. And the Warriors, who go out on the road and get body-bagged by the Cavs, they are the frauds, not the Cavaliers. Cavs move on to play the Nets tomorrow night in Brooklyn. Again, I want to hear it. If the Warriors were scary and we just did that to them, what are the Cavaliers? What are the Cavaliers at this point? Drop down in the comments and be sure to subscribe to Cavs Digest.